Hola from this side of the world. How's your journey going today? Mentally, spiritually, or maybe just on Google Maps? When you picture Panama, your mind probably jumps to one thing: the canal, that massive waterway connecting two oceans. But what if I told you the canal is just the beginning of Panama's story? This isn't just a country with a famous shipping lane. This is a place where a sprawling capital city has its own rainforest, with monkeys hanging out just minutes from modern skyscrapers. It's a country whose very formation split the oceans, fundamentally reshaping the climate of the entire planet. And it's a place where you can watch the sun rise over the Pacific, then hop in a car and watch it set over the Atlantic on the very same day. So let's look past the canal. We're about to uncover 20 facts that will completely change how you see this country, and maybe even the world. Let's get started. Fact no. 1. It's the isthmus that changed the world. Long before a canal was ever dug, nature created the ultimate game changer right here. About 3 million years ago, the Isthmus of Panama finally rose from the sea, connecting North and South America. This wasn't just a land bridge. It was a planetary reset button. By separating the Atlantic and Pacific, it completely rewrote ocean currents, a change that many scientists believe helped trigger an ice age. This new link also kicked off the Great American Biotic Interchange, a massive migration that saw animals like giant sloths and fearsome terror birds cross continents for the first time in ages. Fact no. 2. See two oceans at once. This sounds like a geographical fantasy, but it's real. Panama is one of the very few places on Earth where seeing both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans at the same time is possible. If you hike to the top of Volcan Baru, the country's highest peak, you might be rewarded with this incredible view on an exceptionally clear day. It's a rare moment that perfectly illustrates just how impossibly narrow this sliver of land truly is. Fact no. 3. Sunrise on the Pacific, sunset on the Atlantic. Speaking of two oceans, Panama's geography has another trick up its sleeve. The country's unique S-shaped curve makes it famous as the place where you can watch the sun rise over the Pacific Ocean and later set over the Atlantic. At its narrowest point, the country is only about 50 kilometers, or 30 miles, wide. You can genuinely have breakfast on the Pacific coast and then drive to the Caribbean for a sunset dinner. It's a surreal experience that messes with your internal compass. Fact no. 4. The only capital with a jungle. Welcome to Panama City, the only world capital that boasts a massive tropical rainforest right inside its city limits. A quick 10-minute drive from the glittering financial district takes you to the Parque Natural Metropolitano. This 573-acre jungle is a protected home for hundreds of species, including sloths, toucans, and monkeys. You can literally go from a board meeting to a monkey sighting in the same afternoon. Fact no. 5. An undisputed biodiversity superpower. Panama is smaller than the state of South Carolina, yet it's one of the most biodiverse places on the entire planet. It has more documented bird species, over 970, than the United States and Canada combined. Its position as a land bridge makes it a biological melting pot for wildlife from two continents. Here you'll find everything from the majestic harpy eagle, Panama's national bird, to 5 different species of big cats, including jaguars and pumas. Fact no. 6. Home of the waving, earless frog. Panama is home to one of the most fascinating and tragically endangered amphibians, the Panamanian golden frog. This stunning creature, which is technically a type of toad, is incredibly toxic. But what makes it truly bizarre is how it communicates. Living near loud, rushing streams, it can't rely on calls, so it uses a form of semaphore, waving its hands to attract mates and warn off rivals. It's also considered earless because it lacks eardrums, but it can still sense sound vibrations through its lungs. Fact no. 7. The world's most infamous roadblock. The Pan American Highway is an epic road network that stretches from Alaska to Argentina, but it has one major gap: the Darien Gap. This 60-mile stretch of dense, mountainous jungle and swamp on the Panama-Colombia border is one of the most inhospitable regions on Earth. With no roads, it's a treacherous maze of venomous snakes, armed groups, and unforgiving terrain. Despite the extreme danger, hundreds of thousands of migrants attempt this perilous journey every year. Fact No. 8. The canal runs on a shocking amount of fresh water. Here's something you probably don't know about the canal. It doesn't use ocean water. The entire lock system is fed by fresh water from massive artificial lakes, mainly Gatun Lake. Each time a single ship transits the canal, around 50 million gallons of that fresh water are flushed out into the sea, never to be recovered. This puts immense pressure on Panama's water resources, as these same lakes provide drinking water for more than half the country's population. Fact No. 9. The canal's multi-billion-dollar makeover. By the 2000s, the century-old canal was simply too small for modern cargo ships. Panama responded with a monumental expansion project, completed in 2016 at a cost of over $5.25 billion. This colossal effort involved building a new, larger set of locks and dredging the channels, effectively doubling the canal's capacity. The new Neo-Panamax ships that can now pass through are so enormous they can carry over 13,000 shipping containers. Fact No. 10. A financial hub by design. Panama's status as a global financial hub and tax haven wasn't an accident. It was a century-old strategy. It began around 1919 when Panama started registering foreign ships to help companies avoid U.S. taxes and regulations, a system known as a flag of convenience. Building on that success, Wall Street interests helped Panama draft lax incorporation laws in the 1920s, creating a separate system that allowed anyone to set up anonymous, tax-free corporations with few questions asked. Fact No. 11. It has no army. Like its neighbor Costa Rica, Panama is one of the few countries in the world without a standing army. Its military was permanently abolished in 1990 following the U.S. invasion and the end of Manuel Noriega's dictatorship. Today, national security is handled by the Panamanian Public Forces, which function as a police force with border, air, and sea units. The move is seen as a commitment to lasting peace and democracy. Fact No. 12. A dictator. Ousted by rock and roll. The story of how dictator Manuel Noriega was finally captured is one of military history's strangest episodes. In 1989, Noriega took refuge in the Vatican's embassy in Panama City. To force him out without sparking a diplomatic crisis, U.S. forces launched Operation Nifty Package. They surrounded the building and blasted loud rock music 24/7. The playlist reportedly included Van Halen's Panama, The Clash's I Fought the Law, and Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle. After 10 days, he surrendered. Speaking of wild stories, if you're enjoying this look into the secrets of Panama, hit that like button to let us know. And if you want to keep exploring the incredible truths about our world, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss where we head next. Fact No. 13. Home to the first European city on the Pacific. Long before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, the Spanish had established a major city on the Pacific coast of the Americas. Founded in 1519, Panama Viejo was the first permanent European settlement on the Pacific Ocean. It became a critical staging ground for the Spanish conquest of South America and the main hub for shipping looted gold and silver back to Europe, that is, until the infamous pirate Henry Morgan sacked and burned it in 1671. Fact No. 14. An autonomous indigenous nation within a nation. Panama is home to 7 major indigenous groups, but the Guna people have achieved a truly remarkable level of autonomy. Following a successful revolt in 1925, they secured the right to govern their own territory, now known as Gunayala. This region, an archipelago of over 365 stunning Caribbean islands, operates with its own laws and Congress. The Guna control their own economy, preserve their traditions, and their success made them a model for indigenous rights in Latin America. Fact No. 15. The world's most exquisite dress? Panama's national costume, the polera, is widely considered one of the most beautiful traditional garments in the world. It's not just a dress, it's a masterpiece of handcrafted art. A single polera can take a group of artisans nearly a year to complete, featuring incredibly complex embroidery and lace. Paired with ornate gold and pearl jewelry, a full polera outfit can be worth tens of thousands of dollars and is a tremendous source of national pride. Fact Number 16. Deep Afro-Caribbean roots. Panama's culture is a vibrant mix of influences, with especially strong Afro-Caribbean roots. This is most evident in provinces like Colón and Bocas del Toro, where descendants of laborers who came to build the railroad and canal built thriving communities. You can hear their influence in the rhythms of reggae and calypso music and taste it in coconut-infused cuisine. Many people in these regions speak Guari-Guari, a unique English-based Creole language that adds another layer to Panama's rich identity. Fact No. 17. The original Panama hat is not from Panama. This is one of history's greatest misnomers. The iconic Panama hat is, and has always been, made in Ecuador. So why the name? In the mid-1800s, these masterfully woven straw hats were shipped from Ecuador to Panama, where they were sold to gold prospectors heading to California. Their popularity exploded when President Theodore Roosevelt was famously photographed wearing one during his visit to the Panama Canal construction, and the name stuck forever. Fact No. 18. More islands than you can visit in a year. When people picture Panamanian islands, they usually think of the Gunayala or San Blas archipelago. But the country actually has over 1,500 islands scattered along both its Pacific and Caribbean coasts. From the famous Pearl Islands in the Pacific, where several seasons of the show Survivor were filmed, to the jungle-covered islands of Bocas del Toro in the Caribbean, Panama offers an almost endless chain of pristine tropical paradises. Fact No. 19. Bridge of the World, Heart of the Universe. This isn't just a poetic phrase. It's the unofficial motto that truly defines Panama's national identity. The slogan, Puente del Mundo, Corazón del Universo, perfectly captures the country's unique place in the world. Geographically, it's the bridge linking two continents. Commercially, its canal is the bridge for global trade. And culturally, it's a heart where people and traditions from all over the planet meet. See Note Chapter 20. The economic powerhouse of Central America. Thanks to canal revenue, a huge banking sector, and the Colón Free Zone, the second largest free trade zone in the world, Panama boasts one of the highest per capita incomes in Central America. Its dollar-based economy and stability have made it a magnet for foreign investment and multinational corporations. The Panama City skyline, often compared to Miami or Dubai, is a powerful symbol of its status as a regional economic giant. From a geologic event that changed the planet to a culture woven from indigenous, African, and Spanish threads, Panama is so much more than just a canal. It's a country where dense jungle and modern cities exist side by side, where you can feel history in ancient ruins while watching the future rise in glittering skyscrapers. It truly is the bridge of the world and the heart of the universe. What do you think? Drop a comment below and let us know which fact surprised you the most. We'll see you on the next adventure.